looked for me, but I've ignored you. You know why? Because there was once upon a time before you ever become a live video presenter where you were just a watcher like every other person. You were on course with me. I gave you a shoulder to cry on. I gave you a listening ears. I gave you an encouraging voice. I soothed you with my motivational speech. And I stood by you then. And I held on to that. But ever since you discovered your sister on social media, I don't know, for whatever reason, you have always sought for me. You have been looking for me. This is not the first time, nor the second time, nor even the third time you have constantly want to insult me. But I've ignored you. Because, truth be told, from the bottom of my heart, I like you. So I ignored you. So, let me just ignore her. But it's obvious you're never going to stop. You see the reason why people sometimes say, oh, she doesn't forgive. She not they forgive. How can you possibly forgive somebody who offends you today, tomorrow lend a kind of, I'm sorry, or whatsoever, and then next tomorrow, they're at it again? Tell me, how do you forgive people like that? How do you let go of people like that? Who, when they hurt you today, they say sorry tomorrow, they hurt you today, they try to extend friendship and tomorrow, and the next day, they're at it again. Ivie, while you were at the back of the scene, at the background, not a presenter, I stood for you. I spoke for you. As a woman, I lent you a listening ear. Even while I was on my holiday, I was on calls with you. You were on constant call with me. I have never for once come out on social media to send a message to you or talk to you or anyone at that. And the reason why I'm sending this message to you is because I truly do like you. Otherwise, in my usual self, I will ignore your nonsense. You have constantly want to insult me. And I have for once, never for once, replied you or even poke you a little bit. Amidst all of your trouble that you have gone through on this social media, never for once have I come out to analyze you. You think I don't have something to say about you? You think I don't have my reservations about you? But I kept you quiet because I really do like you. And I remember the time you will cry to my ear, and I will comfort you like a sister and a mother. Even if age-wise we are not meeting, forget this baby face. Do you understand? Never, when you were being battered and bruised on social media, ever before you became a live video presenter, I was one of the first presenters who came out and chased your matter, standing for you, backing you at my back. I carried you at my back like a sister. Because I felt your pains each time you spoke with me. But for some time, for a long time now, ever since it just started since you discovered your sister on social media, which I have no business with, I have no problem with. But hey, what exactly is your problem with me? I want to know. In what way, Ivie, have I offended you? By standing for you when you needed me the most? By giving you a listening ear when you needed me the most? There were times I was in bed having my nap and sleeping. You will call me and I will deprive myself of my beautiful sleep just to listen to you. But for some time you have come out. You came out once and you insulted my husband. I kept you quiet. You came out, you insulted me. I kept you quiet. Why are you always looking for every opportunity to want to come to insult me? Last year, when you called me on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, I didn't pick your call. This is the reason why, because I wasn't sure if you have changed or not. And then you celebrated my birthday. I was like, okay, maybe she's changing. And then this. Really? In what way would you say I've offended you? Or have you, in one way or the other, been jealous of the relationship between me and my godson? I don't want to believe that you have been jealous, because I've never interfered in your relationship with him as a friend. And just in case you didn't know, there were many times you stepped on his toes. I was always the one going to him, telling him, don't. A friend should always be a friend. You don't have to do it like every other person. If she's your friend, keep it that way. If she offends you, go to her inbox and talk to her. But hey, little misunderstanding between me and my godson. You have been looking for a way to prey on it. You came out again, doing what you know how to do best, insulting people who did not seek for you, who have never sought for you. Ivie, I am not the one to be easily provoked. But when your excesses become too much, especially when I have a place for you in my heart, trust me, I will trash you. Not in the manner that you know how to do, but trust me, you will see me. You will see me bloody and fleshly, physically and spiritually. You are for people should know. Ivie, stay off my case. A good friend seek for peace when there is trouble in the den of the person he called or she calls a friend. You cannot just afford to play neutral parts. You can't afford to play a good friend there. Like I've always played for you without you even knowing it. Really? You have to come out and insult me? What exactly have I done to you? If really you desire and love a Noge like you think, or you believe, or profess, when he's doing that, I mean, you will comfort him. Not come out, I want to insult. Do you feel Enoge like you insulting me? Though he was there commenting, thank you for supporting me, thank you for supporting me. Come on. You don't get it. Come on, you don't get it. Do you know when how many times Enoge have been angry at you, and when he was angry at you, what they call like the conversation I have with him? Why? Like seriously. In what way have I ever come for you on this social media? In what way? I don't understand you. Ivie Obadungbe, enough of your bullshit. I've never come for you, and I don't intend coming for you in whichever manner or ways. But I did like to advise you right now. Stay off my paths. Please, kindly stay off my path. I have no issue with you. I have no issue with you or whatsoever. I have no issue with you. Because trust me, the issues you've constantly had with me is none of your business. You're just busy fighting the battles of others. Negatively, in a wrongful way. Why? Have I ever, for the 6+ years I've been on this social media, have you ever seen me type your name or send a message or do any video relating or regarding you, or even sending any whatever problem you have faced on social media? Have you ever seen me come out to address it? When your matter become fire and brimstone on social media, did you ever see me come out to interfere or even address it? Did that not tell you something? You think I don't have anything to say, even when you have insulted me? I am a reserved woman. I like to dwell on the positive side of people, on the good times I've had with people, rather than the negative side. Boy, your overbearing attitude is starting to ring a bell. And I did advise you to stop now. Please stop. You know me quite well. I'm not the type that respond to bullshit. And the only reason I'm responding to you right now is because I do truly like you. Don't let me dump that like. Don't let me trash that like. Because trust me, you will see me. You will see me even when you are at the riverbank. You will see me. I don't do mine the way you do yours, or the way every other person do theirs. I have my ways. Ivie, when a mother and child have issue, a sensible person interfere wisely. For you are not being wise right now. You know how much Enoge admires and cherishes me. And I don't know if you are jealous of that, but you have nothing to be jealous of. Because I respect his relationship with you as well. And I expect for you to do the same. Okay? I'm not dragging Enoge with anybody. If he wants to fly, trust me, I will even lend him more wings to fly. Stop it. Stop it. Ivie, stop it. You have insulted me so many times, and I've never for once addressed you. Enough of you now. Okay? Stop it. Ivie, stop it. Okay? Stop it. You have your relationship with Enoge, and trust me, if you and Enoge ever have issue today, tomorrow, or whatsoever, I will not come out and interfere, because that is your relationship. That is not how to support a friend. Stop already. Okay? And trust me, if you ask Enoge, if he can be honest with you, there are many times I have covered him. Stop it. If Ivie is your friend. Enough. No, don't do that. But I'm so surprised at you. Well, in another way, I'm not surprised, because sometimes people you care for don't care for you. So stop already. Okay? Stop already. Back off. Whatever issue is there, or whatever it is between me and my godson, it is between us. It has nothing to do with you. You have your relationship with him. I have my relationship with him. Back off already. You have done this so many times and I've ignored you. Enough of you. I don't reply to people. I only reply to people that I really do care about. And you are one of those. You might not know it yet. Stop it. Okay? And that is it. Stay off my case. Don't know whatever is your problem. Once upon a time, you will call me, we will chat and talk. And you wonder why I didn't pick your call when you called me on New Year's Day. I didn't, because I don't know. This girl that went from constantly calling me, we talking, to just coming out to insult me for no reason. Enough of you, Ivie. Stop it already. Stop. Okay? Stop already. Thank you. And that's where it ends. Okay? Stop already. I don't want to fall out with you. Honestly. I do not want to fall out with you. That's why I've always ignored you. Because I feel like, Mama said, you are just fighting for whatever. But enough of it already. You don't come between me and my son. Keep your distance. Maintain your relationship with him. And stay out of my relationship with him. All right? Thank you. God bless you. And you see how to pass a message rather than shouting, raving, and whatever. Thank you. And I want to believe that you have gotten the message. If you need BNB, stay out of my case. Back off already. You have insulted me so many times. And unlike so many, you give them, they give you back. I don't respond to you. But I have to respond to you on this one because I just felt like, what's she doing? Somebody dragged my attention there. And I was like, what's she doing? Am I insane? Stop already, okay? That's it. Bye. Okay. All right, that's that. That's just a short message there to tell you, Ivie, stay out of my case. I've had enough of your constant insults with no reasonable factor. Enough of it. Okay? And I was so surprised that my son was there writing, thank you for supporting me, thank you for supporting me. Why you were insulting me? My ex-godson. Thank you for, when he himself know how I feel about you and how I've always pressed him down not to go out with you, even when you both have issue. Okay. All right. That's, by the way, I think that's done and dusted now. Okay? No, you're not paying me, my dear. You're not paying me. If you watched my video yesterday, I saw it coming already. All right? I saw it coming and I just wanted him to say it to the hearing of the people and be free. I want him to be free, honestly. I don't want him to feel like he's caged. He has to do things against his wish. He have to, like, watch out for both this party and that party. No. I'm not like that. Okay? I have sons as well. God blessed me with men. You understand? So I understand. So leave that. Guy, leave that. Whoever he's with, whatever he's become, whatever he is, I still love him. It's not even like I love him as a godson. Once upon a time, a godson, not anymore. All right? So we just, acquaintance right now. Okay? Thank you. Oh, come on. Chineke, Jesus, what's the problem? Like, why do people on social media derive pleasure in spoiling things more than it actually is already? Like, seriously? Are you guys toxic to good relationship? Are you toxic to people who just want peace? Are you toxic to people who are not caught out for trouble and cussing at people? Do you like people coming out raving mad? Does that make you happy? Seeing other people mad where you should be mad yourself? I don't understand. Like, are you guys kidding me? What's going on? Like, oh my goodness, don't you have any happiness in your life? Anyway, that's that. I want to do my topic now. I don't know if I just end this video now and just come back again or continue here. Let me read comment from you guys. And should I just end this video now and come back with my topic? What do you think? What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? I tire. Many are sad, I'm telling you. I should continue. I should continue. I have a topic to treat. And the topic which I titled, Redefining Your Relationship Status. End it and come back. Redefining your relationship status is what I want to talk about. The reason why a lot of people... No. Look at the time. It's late. So stop.
That's why I was trying to tell you why you wanted to go outside. It's getting late.
I promise you tomorrow you'll go, okay?
Okay.
All right. Love you. See? My son. No more disturbance now, okay?
Can I read the comments?
No. Okay?
Can I just be in the live?
No. Good. Okay. Continue. Somebody say continue. End the video and come back. Continue. Okay. Madam, pretender, try go and sleep. Your eyes don't red. Man, you must be seen very wrongly. Wala be like, waiting again. I see your name is Wala, so it's okay. It's fine. End it and come back, madam. Continue. Okay. So yes, I've passed my message. And then I'm going to continue from here. Let me continue my topic, please, because the continue is more than end it and come back. Yeah. The Wala, she's a Wala person. Just leave her. That guy, this person has so much Wala in his or her life right now that she can't deal. Lord, I'm on live, please. All right, this person have a lot of Wala right now. She can't even deal, or he can't deal. Let me say she. I don't believe any reasonable man will be like, bear that name. Wala be like, what again? This person have a lot of Wala that she can't even deal with her Wala. So she has to, like, you know, project it on other people. Continue. Okay, I want to treat a topic that I titled Redefining Your Relationship. And the reason why you see a lot of relationships fail is because you not just fail when you see a relationship that fail dastardly, in a very terrible manner, disgraceful manner, that the parties involved start to wonder, oh my God, how did I not see this coming? And even you watching, you that know them start wondering, were these people ever friends?